What's up, YouTubians?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Greetings.
However, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you because you already know time is expensive.
Thank you for tuning in.
And thank you for subscribing. But if you're here for the first time, this show is about everything and anything creative. Anything that sparks your creativity in whatever medium you dabble in.
Yes, expressing your creative soul.
And welcome to the episode of Creativity
Unsheath.
I'm Oliver Segwa.
And I'm Nino.
And yes, we are brothers.
Yes, we are.
And this is the show where we feel
that a strong bond can never be broken.
Yes. No matter with a human being or a animal.
Yes.
Anything that has a strong emotional attachment.
Yeah, no matter how far, whatever lifetime, like in the movie A Dog's Journey, right? Eventually that same soul will find you.
And Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Right? Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. It's
yeah.
like that bond. They would go great lengths for each other.
Oh, man.
Very much like this film. And what we're looking in today is...
The Protector!
The Protector, y'all.
The Protector!
Which originally released in Thailand, and then it got the U.S. distribution
titled The Protector, which is kind of cool. It's like Big Boss, but then in Hong Kong it's Fist of Fury.
Yep. Dates back all the way till then, y'all. Like Rumble in the Bronx, that was the U.S. version.
Yeah.
And then the original one was The Big Brawl.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, knowing that this movie got originally released in Thailand and Australia, but it got its U.S. release through the former Weinstein Company. I guess they're just hopping on that Tony Jaa craze.
Yeah.
You know, just coming off of the Ong Bak craze, and then you have RZA, you know, putting music into it.
Yeah, soundtrack and all.
Right, Quentin Tarantino presenting it.
Ooh.
And knowing that he was a big film buff on Hong Kong films and stuff, so it's like him being a fan, like I'm gonna help produce in a way, like as far as U.S. production.
I'm putting money in that.
Right.
It's kind of like Tony Jaa's Warner Brothers.
This movie really pushed his stardom to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Why we're reviewing this? Because not only is it Tony Jaa's follow-up to Ong Bak, but we feel like this is the very first John Wick.
Yeah.
You know? John Wick without guns.
Without guns,
right?
which
Pure,
is fucking awesome.
Pure martial arts.
Yes.
Pure Muay Thai at that.
Yes.
Why is it like John Wick? Purpose in that movie was that, you know, they killed his dog and...
Yeah, he could care less about the car.
Right.
Given by his late wife, who just passed.
Yeah, so that's the sentimental relation, to, you know, to such animal, right?
That was just the icing on the cake that just tipped it off.
But in this film, The Protector, Tony Jaa plays a character named Kam, who is like the watcher or the protector of these war elephants. In Thailand, they hold these elephants as sacred, you know, as hierarchy, as
gods.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they've just been there through the times.
Oh man, fucking woolly mammoth, man. It's like just hairless.
That one, yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Like, wow.
So this movie goes forward, or the conflict stirs up because animal poachers want these elephants. For whatever reason, I mean, other than their tusk, but hey, for whatever reason, animal poachers got hired to take these elephants.
Yeah.
At first, the protectors of these elephants weren't having it, and even the elephants, you know, they were chasing them off and stuff, but, you know, it led to one of the actual adult elephants getting killed, so it left one adult elephant being the father, I believe, and then you have Corn, the baby elephant, which is Tony Jaa's, like, pride and joy.
Yeah, his pet, his baby that he raised from birth.
It reaches to the point where the poachers end up getting the elephants.
Yeah, like they end up at like some street festival, and then like they baited the animals and led them to like a freight truck, and then took the elephants away.
Shipped off to like Australia or something.
Yeah, the down under.
So this is where he is, and he's just trying to find his beloved elephant. And the story continues where he runs into Sergeant Mark, played by Pechtai Wong Kam Lao. If you guys recognize him, he plays Humle from Ong Bak.
Or his name George in Ong Bak.
But in this film, he plays a sergeant, which is cool. It's like wherever Tony Jaa goes, it's like I go along with him.
He's like the Kevin Hart of Thai films. He's like in everything.
Pretty like well-known comedian.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, wherever Tony Jaa goes, I go.
Much love to Pechtai.
Right. So not only does he run into Sergeant Mark, but he also runs into a local gang. who has ties with the main gang lord who oversees this operation as far as, you know, the animal poaching and brothels and, you know, just all of these
operations.
Yeah, and like Tony Jaa confronts them, and then he's trying to, you know, get answers of, you know, where his beloved elephant is. But of course, this gang is not gonna give in, and just they're gonna make him work for it, which Tony Jaa does. He's gonna do whatever it takes to track down beloved elephant, and if it involves a warehouse fight, by all means,
it's gonna be a warehouse fight.
Right. So you know that warehouse fight was pretty cool. Kind of had like extreme sports theme going on. You had like motorbikes. You had people on skates, and
felt like almost like a Rumble in the Bronx mixed with a Game of Death.
Double O Kid.
Double O Kid, right? What the hell?
It's like we're back in the 90s again.
Yeah. Whoa. You know, for a 2000 movie, it has like an 80s title.
The Protector.
Right, with the 90s martial arts.
Can't get no 80s in that.
Hell yeah. Those are good.
Simple, straightforward.
Yeah.
Alright, so in this warehouse scene, you know, he's really giving it to them. You know, sorry to say, but he was really making Jackie Chan run for his money, because like it just had that same aesthetic like in Ong Bak. You know, it's just less replays.
Yes, less replays.
Less replays, but you know, it's the energy was there. Him evading each henchman, the way he was fighting them.
Yeah, using his environment.
Right, while executing his Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Showing off his acrobatic skills in this one, like full throttle, like show no wires.
Yeah, for sure. Again, no wires.
Yeah. In this warehouse scene, of course, Tony Jaa prevails. It leads to more answers. It leads to
the little culinary experience.
The culinary experience being that building that Tony Jaa ends up in, because he did get his answers, right? As far as where this gang leader is. Playing hard to get, you know. Played by Johnny Nguyen.
Nice.
If you guys don't recognize him, but he was the guy with the fluffy hair in the underground fight scene in Ong Bak, where he was like really agile and fast, but just kind of
Taekwondo moves.
Right.
All black.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy. But this one, he kind of, you know, played more of a suave
boss type.
Yeah.
The typical cliche look, man. Mm-hmm. But it works, you know.
His style, he was still able to show it off. It's the Taekwondo style, which is pretty cool.
That's fucking sick.
Swift moves.
Yeah, man.
But what's cool about this scene was the staircase scene.
Oh, man.
You know, that was a pretty cool scene as far as like paying homage to Steven Spielberg, just doing the oneer.
Yeah.
You know, like straight up. One shot, non-stop footage.
Like that non-stop coming at you type. You gotta fight each and every one.
Yeah. Probably say it's like a homage to Game of Death, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just the tower and just going up to each level.
Yes.
Fighting your way through.
Yeah.
Cool sequence, y'all. Yeah. And you guys have to watch that for yourselves and experience it.
I can see that in a video game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, that'd be awesome.
The way it was shot, too, the way you're following Tony Jaa, it felt like Batman, Hitman, you know, that kind of gameplay. So that oneer scene ends up where he finally fights this gang leader, and he wants answers for his beloved corn, but he gets the shock of his life where he sees this culinary experience, right?
Yeah.
He sees all these exotic animals ready to be served, and you see the chefs just prepping it, and the guests, people in the restaurant just enjoying it.
And then Tony Jaa's character had this disgust look on his face, like
I did too. And you know, Tony Jaa wasn't having this, so he wants answers.
Yeah.
But of course, instead of answers, he was given Korn's collar with the bell on it. You know, that Tony Jaa gave to Korn from the festival. But his mind, he think it's dead. You know, he's gone. You know, it's like just only motivate him even more. You know, so he fought the gang leader, and you know, he shut him down. You know, to the point where like he saw the caged animals just. There and just waiting to be served, and he's just there screaming for Korn again, like just in shock, not willing to take anybody's shit. He was just fighting off dudes and even the chef, and it's like, where is my elephant?
Yeah.
And this same building was where a brothel was being held and human trafficking was being operated.
Man, everything's there.
Yeah, but just one building. No wonder it was like a tower, right?
Man, just missing action figures. and like stuffed animals, man.
Man.
Shit, merchandise.
And surprisingly enough, what ended up being at this tower was Sergeant Mark, because his involvement of trying to crack down this crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Who's behind this all, and you know he's getting closer and as far as who's behind it, but he just needs more leverage. And like there's a weird MacGuffin in this story where a woman played by Pia, she has this camera where it has footage of assassination that went down. And that plays a key part as far as nailing who the crime syndicate is. But like she's just running around just trying to avoid the bad guys. But her knowing Sergeant Mark and now Tony Jaa is like the help that she needs. And
Yeah,
then,
kind of like that one key piece.
yeah. So back to the story, you know, Tony Jaa finds Sergeant Mark, he saves him, and then
Finds corn.
Corn.
Corn!
Right. Surprisingly enough, when they're trying to hide from the other henchmen.
Yeah, corn was hiding too.
Yeah. Right? Like, what
Corn
are
was
you
hiding too, like...
like, where were you hiding? As if, like, he escaped himself.
Yeah, so since they took his bell,
Yeah.
they couldn't hear him, so he felt like sneaking around. Like, oh, perfect.
It worked out, and, you know, it's a nice reunion.
He
and,
scared Tony.
Right?
Oh.
Hey, he even scared Sergeant Mark. You're like,
Yeah.
what the hell? That's an elephant.
It's a real elephant. Corn! He found his corn.
Right? Its story continues where they escape this building now, and they have to find this MacGuffin and the footage, and then they gotta crack down on this crime lord.
Yeah, I felt like the Latif scene, it just looked like random, but the building started burning. I didn't catch like how that happened.
I feel like you just gotta have a cool water scene, I guess. Cool effect on the Capoeira fight
Yeah.
scene. Hey, I mean, yeah, shout out to Latif though. It's like, other than Only the Strong, like this movie again, like was the peak of like Capoeira being on film.
Hell yeah.
And like the way he demonstrated was, man, it was
Fucking awesome.
dude, for real.
Latif, shout out, man. That's pretty. It was amazing.
And-
We still love you, Mark.
Yeah, Mark the College, we still love you, but
Yeah.
Latif that was like pure Capoeira right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Mark saw that, he's probably like, whoa. Like exactly what he said at the graduation. Whoa.
I need to train some more.
Yeah, man, your moves are fucking sick, man.
To the point in that film, like Tony Jaa had to learn how to size him up, like learn the rhythm of
Yeah.
Capoeira himself. Tony Jaa even incorporated Capoeira in the fight scene, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to see the leg flares.
Yeah.
And then he was able to do like a triple somersault kick.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Like triple front kick or some shit, man. The shit you see in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, the same thing that you see in Capoeira, but like Tony Jaa was able to add his own
Yeah.
flavor to it. So that was a cool treat to see, like on film, as far as mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
You know, or JKD. You know,
Yeah.
people incorporating different styles.
Tony Jaa did that flare in the Angbak as well
Mhm.
on the table.
Yeah.
And to see it here against Capoeira, it was like, ooh, it was awesome.
No wires.
No wires, y'all. Pyrotechnics, but no wires. Latif's moves, man, it was just really, wow. Just the way he really utilized the moves
Mhm.
and the techniques. Like, wow. Had me fooled a couple of times, few times.
But it didn't fool Tony Jaa.
No.
Because he prevailed. He
Yeah.
ended up prevailing and beating Latif.
Jaw prevails. Jaw
You know,
feels.
he didn't have time to relax because, you know, he had this wushu swordsman coming right at him.
Yeah.
You know, try to take him out.
Cheater with weapons.
Hey, at least it wasn't a gun.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have Tony Jaa fighting with
Drumsticks.
drumsticks instead. You know, it's like, I don't need no sword. I'll fight you with drumsticks
Yeah.
instead. Which he does. You know, he has, what, 2 of them? So 2 against 1 sword.
Yeah.
It's like,
The drumstick for the gong.
Yeah.
Just to give you a little picture.
all right, we'll have a pop up there, right?
Yeah.
Kind of shows what's incorporated to go against another weapon. It's like whatever you have to use around you.
He did like a fucking Scooby-Doo where he was hiding behind his shield. Like they're walking it, like hiding behind it.
You guys got to see that for yourselves.
And then when it fell, in his pose,
Right. But of course, Jaa prevails.
job begins. Job feels.
He just shows his weaponry with whatever he has around him.
Again,
He's
yes.
able to prevail and just show off what the true martial artist is. The heart, the passion.
Yeah, he really knows how to improvise
Yeah.
with what he has.
Mm-hmm.
Much so like Jackie Chan, which is amazing.
Right. again, he still doesn't have time to rest because here comes the giant TK himself.
Man.
Played by Nathan Jones. He was in that Jet Li movie. I believe it was Fearless.
Fearless, where he had the long ponytail.
Yeah.
A big guy.
Yeah, dude. So we're getting a sense of his popularity in as far as martial arts films.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Like you're just showing size difference, you know.
Like I always loved that. Like David and Goliath.
Yeah, and like for this movie too, like we really got like the money's worth between Tony Jaa, and you can really see that they really choreograph their scenes together as far as to really give the audience a show.
Yeah.
Like to demonstrate the size difference. Yeah. Like how we talked about in Master Z, you know, Max Zhang against Dave Bautista. It's like about the same
height difference.
Yeah.
Size.
And just about the same energy.
Yeah.
And you've seen Tony Jaa utilize Muay Thai, but it's like there's something to it that's not enough. Like he has to go another level. Right.
Yeah, the more death-defying, if you will, dangerous moves.
Because you know Tony Jaa ends up losing, but they're gonna meet again. Because now they end up at the crime lord's
palace, if you will.
Yeah, like a big towering, like office building, whatever.
Top of the temple, suite,
right? Whatever have you. And then Tony Jaa gets the biggest shock of his life, him and Korn, because they see
the skeleton.
Yeah, one of the adult elephant.
One of the parents of Korn.
He's shocked and devastated what he sees and how it's being used as a trophy and like the disrespect, the dishonor, you know,
dressing up the bones in gold.
Couldn't believe that, the disgust. And while he's being hit by the henchmen, but he's not feeling it because he's that numb to it. But of course, what bursts his bubble, you know, he gets stabbed and then he just takes out this whole room of 40 plus guys.
Straight metaphor, like,
dude,
burst the bubble.
This is plus more. This has to be more than 40s. Like
he exploded, like about 100.
Demonstrating all moves of Muay Thai, and it's like bone breaking, like.
Yeah, man. Every 100 moves in the book. He did like all 100 moves.
The way the bones were cracking, as if he can open his own chiropractic.
Man, for real. He uses his arms, his legs, his ankles, his foot, elbows.
You could probably say this scene is what may have influenced Ip Man's fight scene against the 10 Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Him against that 10, but then Tony Jaa is like against more than 10. And it's like, yeah, the year difference, but maybe, just maybe, the influence is there.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe Bruce may have copied those Dynasty Warrior type movies, but just Bruce Lee's Chinese connection.
Yeah, that's where it started at all, too.
All the Japanese in the dojo.
There you go, y'all. Lineage of martial arts films, of using technique, using plot devices, if you will.
And Jackie was there. Enter the Dragon.
Right.
Fucking Kill Bill.
Kill Bill was the same way. You know, back to the story. Jaa prevails. He prevails, but of course, here comes TK.
Damn.
You know, it's like he has some unfinished business. He starts beating on him, but of course, Tony Jaa has that adrenaline going for himself, and you know, he's putting up a fight. You know, he's throwing down his combos. It's kind of wearying the crime lord, and busts out her whip and starts whipping Tony Jaa in between the fight, and you know,
cheating,
right, straight up like a video game and shit.
She's getting nervous. Felt like a video game. Serious. You're fighting 3 big guys, then you got
this side thing annoying you.
Like, now you gotta find a pattern.
Like, what is this shit? But of course, Jaa's prevailing. You know, he's finding a way to beat these giants, man.
Yeah.
And it's like as he gets thrown into the bones of the adult elephant.
Yeah.
You know, he's able to strap it to himself as a much bigger forearm or like another weapon, if you will.
Gauntlet.
Yeah. So he uses it against these big guys, right? Throwing down the combinations, but then just with these bones, elephant bones, and it's working. You know, you've seen them taking down these big guys, but is it enough?
No.
I don't know. Because TK, he's not going down without a fight. It's just he's just really roided up as it seems, which ends up breaking the elephant bones. But it gives Tony Jaa an idea to use these sharp-ended bones to strike the tendons of these giants.
Like a blade, if you will.
Right? He's given the flashback of a story given to him when he was a child about
the warriors.
The warrior ways and everything, and how to defeat
the tendons. cut the tendons, you know, because they don't have supporting muscles.
Right. So he uses that to his advantage. You know, one by one, the execution.
Yeah, crumbling.
And, you know, it could probably have a little Wing Chun influence, just the way...
you hit the vital points.
And maybe a little silat.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's all within the same area of Asia, like,
and
of styles.
The way you form your hand into a blade, and then you hit those points. Same.
For real.
It's like the tendon just holds the muscle together. It's not covered by muscle.
Hit the gym, get buff all you want, but you can't build muscle around those tendons. You know, it really demonstrates it, because these guys, these buff guys, they can't do nothing now. They're just there in shock and useless now.
Yeah, like really like trembling.
Yep. And JAA prevails.
JAA prevails, man. You drop them like Jenga.
Right. Of course, it comes down to him and TK once again, but JAA prevails.
Yeah, it gives him the same deal, same business.
Chops down the tree, takes out his legs, and
behind the knees,
and gives one final blow to the spinal cord, which knocks out TK.
Yeah.
But then, of course, here's the crime lord with the whip. You know, trying to cause more distraction, but it doesn't phase Tony Jaa this time.
Jinzing.
Right. Scurries off, trying to run off to the helicopter.
Yeah, rooftop.
Right. Yep. But JAA prevails. High-kneeing her down.
Flying knee, right?
Not letting her escape.
No.
And especially her right-hand man. High kicks him.
Yeah.
Similar to what Bruce Lee did in Way of the Dragon.
But it's funny how, like, they landed on top of the elephant as if the roof was right there. Like, I thought you were going from the roof already, you know what I mean? So maybe off to the side.
Skylight, maybe, with the roof design.
Yeah. So, Tony Jaa, he was able to knock her down.
JAA prevails, high knees her down into the skylight, into the bones of the adult elephant.
Yeah, back to her lair.
Yeah, right.
She goes up to go down.
Cool moment too, like you see Tony Jaa laying in the tusk of the elephant, like he did many years ago as a young boy.
Yeah, they showed that too.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool moment, and it's like
that'd be cool. I'd be tired too.
Right. Full circle redemption moment.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's kind of like thank you,
and that's why this movie was like John Wick, yo.
Yeah.
It's like that triumph.
Yeah.
You know, after going through all of that, just for your beloved pet, which Tony Jaa was able to find and keep safe. And
Corn is alive.
You know, even though Corn got punked around by the big giants.
Oh yeah, threw him around.
Yeah, but Corn was okay at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Tony Jaa and Corn were able to have their moment.
Nice.
And you know, it just really shows the great lengths of what a protector would for his pet. You know, it's like granted, John Wick wasn't able to save his puppy, but he was able to claim redemption and revenge for the deaths.
Yeah.
And what the sentimental connection that he had with that puppy.
Yeah.
And that you don't mess with anybody's pet, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, that's the moral story of this movie, is that you don't mess with anybody's pet.
Yeah. Basically their kid.
Exactly. If you can't grasp that, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can. Maybe you should watch this movie, or maybe watch John Wick a couple more times to kind of grasp that.
Just that one scene in John Wick makes me not want to watch it. That's really the only thing holding me back.
Yeah.
It's like the same scene in I Am Legend.
Yeah, man. It's like
hard. It's tough.
When it comes down to animal cruelty, y'all, like it hurts my heart. You know, it's animal kingdom, it's part of life and stuff, but
that's nature. But if it's human control, it's different. Right. If it's human intention, that's where it hurts.
Yeah.
Goes for any animal, endangered species. They're going for the fur, the skin, the tusks.
The trophy.
That's
it. And it's like
the meat, you know. And like they said, even humans are animals.
Yep. Humans are part of the animal kingdom.
We are part of the animal kingdom, and mermaids. Aquatic apes.
Hey, man. It's there in the food chain, I guess, y'all. But again, you just don't mess with anybody's pet.
Yeah.
And if you do, you seep what you sow. And, karma finds a way. This movie, it's right up there next to Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound, and like even A Dog's Journey, that's sad. And just watching bits and pieces, sad. And then you watch Looney Tunes. When you watch that, like those are those animals that's like funny to watch.
Right, or Scooby-Doo, right?
Scooby-Doo,
Right.
oh man.
But but if you guys want to go with like horror genre, like this is more horrifying. Like losing your pet, like losing a kid, right? It's like that's more horrifying for you, and like you would go to great lengths in order to retain that, and retain your beloved ones.
Yeah. Just off topic, like pets who are paranormally inclined. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then they get hurt, like they die instantly or suddenly.
Right, because of the demonic spirits. Right, they're seeing something that we don't, but like our animals are protecting us.
Imagine like dog or cat, like fuck, I wish I didn't see that shit. Like damn, why am I seeing this? Like, why are you showing me yourself right now? Do I really want to see this?
For real.
But anyway, back to corn.
Back to the protector, y'all. Again, the great lengths and the horrors you would have to go through.
Yeah, and they see these elephants as protectors as well. So it's like protector.
That's why it's sacred in Thailand. As far as why these elephants are praised the way they are, because it goes back to the war times, I believe, just how these elephants were used as vehicles or weaponry. I guess what you consider a tank.
Yeah, like cowboys and wood horses.
Yeah.
Native American wood horses.
For sure. And, that's what these elephants were and how they protected certain kingdoms. And, I mean, again, you don't mess with anybody's pet. But if you haven't seen this movie, you guys have to watch it. It's the original John Wick. If you thought John Wick was original, you haven't seen this movie. You thought John Wick's fight scenes were sick, you haven't seen this movie. Or you totally forgot because time passes us by and you just forgot about this movie.
It's like you didn't get really martial arts stuff in John Wick till like Parabellum.
Yeah.
But in Protector, it's like right out the gate,
Yeah, you've seen a lot of close hand, maybe like Kali stuff, but like what you would see in like Born Identity, but it's just mainly gunfire and totally better than John Wick, to be honest. And
same premise, but better action. Nothing against Keanu. We love Keanu Reeves, but just realizing what the story is about, totally like John Wick.
Yep, this movie really set the tone of going after your pet. That MacGuffin, the being the protector, the revenge. It's the same premise.
Even if nobody messes with your pet, but just loving your pet, the love you have for your pet, you can really gravitate this movie. You want to kick some ass too. Should anything happen to your pet.
Right. And you really want these bad guys to get their
just dues.
It's like, oh man, you don't want to run into Tony Jaa. Like, oh man,
I wish you would mess with my pet.
Right. Like, oh, you pissed off Tony Jaa now.
And if you watch this movie, you guys might want to even take up Muay Thai. It might interest you in taking Muay Thai.
Really? I mean, it is a foundation in MMA today, UFC. So hey, some school is teaching it.
Who knows? Maybe when you're walking your pet, you might have to use it.
Hopefully not, but maybe. You never know.
Yeah, maybe on your way to get some Thai food.
Or when you go to the video store and to go pick up your own copy of this movie, The Protector. Or if you don't like clutter in your home, however you get your streaming goods, definitely stream it and, gain the experience for yourself. Cry on your own terms and really feel out this movie. Enjoy the fight scenes because you're in for a treat.
Yeah, for sure.
And if we're going to have to rate this movie, I'm going to give it a solid 5. A solid 5 out of 5. It being Tony Jaa's follow-up to Ong Bak. The action, it held up. If anything, it was better. There was no replays.
No replays.
The story was there. I felt like the camera and the footage played a part. Being a MacGuffin and then being a key to taking down the crime syndicate. And everything about this movie was there, tugged on the heartstrings as far as feeling for your pet, a loved one, what great lengths you would go for. And this movie was totally better than John Wick, to be honest. And a solid 5 for me. It's going to be up there with Ong Bak and a forever fan of Tony Jaa.
Nice. For me, I'll do like a 5 because now that you mention it, it does feel like John Wick. I gave it a 5 because you didn't see any animal being killed in The Protector.
Yeah.
In John Wick, you did.
Maybe the way this was edited, maybe it didn't show the cruelty.
Yeah.
Depending on the version, the DVD version or the version that you watch.
The international version.
Yeah.
Or the American version. Yeah.
Right. But at least for this version, we didn't see too much animal cruelty. But again, just the thought of it.
Yeah.
It's just really grinds my gears, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, the whole premise of the story is cool. Like, it's straightforward.
Yeah.
I mean, the fight scenes were awesome, and there wasn't a shortage of it, like non-stop action. And like, yeah, granted, some moves almost look, always the same. But it's like the direction and the way he sold it. You can see like there's no doubles, no wires. It's like you can really see the impact.
Yeah, dude.
And there were some scenes where he got tackled by TK.
It had to be Tony all day.
And then he got rammed into the fucking cabinet. Like, oh.
It's like,
he took some hits, Tony Jaa. So
talk about doing your own stunts, right?
Yeah, and then where he got slammed on the floor.
Oh, man.
All in all, yeah, great martial arts. It was Tarantino approved. Ong Bak was so good that RZA came back to do the song, the music in Protector.
Yep.
Promoted Ong Bak.
Yep.
It's just, I love the way he took down all 4 giants. Showed the little Wing Chun aspect.
Taking out the 40 guys.
Yeah.
Man, that scene too.
Taking out the 40 guys. It just reminded me of Chinese Connection, Fist of Legends.
Yeah, dude.
The one with Donnie Yen.
Oh, yeah, the remake of it.
The remake of Chinese Connection.
Yep.
Chen Zhen.
That was cool.
And then you fucking have Grandmaster.
Yep.
Those kind of fights. So, Tony Jaa did great. Movie's great. Story's great. It's all there. Won't be disappointed. And surprisingly enough, this didn't really have drugs. It was more so animals.
It showed the other side of
the black market, right?
Of,
the underground.
Of what inspires a crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Of more of like
animal trafficking.
Right.
Yeah.
Poaching, animal poaching.
Yeah.
Trafficking of some sort.
Like off top of that, I just thought of the dark version of Ace Ventura. If he had to do this and he found all those caged animals, a couple people eating them.
Man.
Just the way he reacted in Ace Ventura Part 2.
Yeah, how would Ace Ventura feel, y'all? Comment below.
Yeah,
if you guys are a fan of Ace Ventura, comment below. Seriously. What do you guys think, man? That would be crazy, though.
Yeah. He got to reunite with Korn. Korn live. Sad for the parents, but 2 out of 3? Sad, but
Sad.
bittersweet.
Yeah. Hey, at least the bloodline from Korn can live on.
Yeah.
And maybe he can find a mate.
Oh shit, maybe he might be a protector too. I don't know. That'd be a new episode.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that because RZA's in that one, yo.
Yeah. We're gonna do a 2 for 2. Ong Bak 2, Protector 2.
Oh yeah, right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
So fight for me.
Whatever bin you guys find it in, definitely get yourself a copy. If you have an Amoeba, Rasputin's, Goodwill, garage sale, however you get your DVDs or martial art goods, definitely get a copy of The Protector.
Just stream it, y'all.
Yeah, however you get your streaming goods, yo. And, definitely stream it and, experience it.
Yes, please do.
And if you reach this part of the video, we highly appreciate you because you already know time is expensive and we appreciate you spending your time with us.
Yes.
And, if you're here for the first time, we would like you to like, subscribe, and, definitely spread the rumor what Nino and Oliver are doing over here at Creativity Unleashed.
Share it, share alike. Don't be stingy.
Definitely share the love, y'all.
Don't be shy.
Because then now we like to end this episode with the motivational quote for y'all. And if you heard this before, by all means, just let it be a self-reflection of where we are today.
In the present.
And this one's by Thomas Connellan. And it states, "One person with passion is better than 40 who are merely interested." End quote.
Oh, man.
Right? Kind of just goes back to that scene where Tony Jaa took down those 40-plus dudes.
Yeah.
Those henchmen didn't stand a chance against him because he had the heart, he had the passion to find Korn. When he did find Korn, but he was devastated when he found the adult elephant being displayed as a trophy, lavished with gold and just being disrespected, and
like modeled there like a statue.
Yeah, and it really just showed that different versions of passion and love for certain themes or for the same theme,
Yeah.
Like this movie example being, Kam being the protector of animals and, others loving animals for different reasons, you know, for their fur, for their trophies, you know, whatever have you, but the perspectives of how people view things and how they value things and how each person expresses that love. And
for sure,
you know, for Tony Jaa, he went the great lengths to find corn, even if he had to take out 40 plus guys.
Triumph.
And especially 4 giants.
Yeah, man.
A capoeira guy and a wushu swordsman.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Latif, man. Awesome capoeira.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome capoeira.
Again, it's like, if you want a good capoeira, sorry, only the strong, but Latif is capoeira, you know.
If you guys can't wait to buy the movie or whatever, just YouTube it, like Latif versus Tony Jaa, man. You guys will be like, makes you want to do it. Go take capoeira.
Right. This movie really demonstrates that passion one person can have for a theme, for a person.
Yeah. Anything that has an emotional attachment, you know, it could be anything, like an heirloom, anything, you know. It's just that love for something.
That bond.
Yeah.
That bond that's very much stronger than glue itself.
Because in some way it represents you.
Each and every one of us in some shape or form, we're all connected universally.
Yeah, for sure. We are all Stardust.
Yep. But we're not going to pretend that we know you guys, because, you know, you guys know yourself better than anybody else. And you know what's best to put you in the best situation, the best position, and wherever you want to go, or what path that you want to be on. The universe knows how to take you there, how to put you in the position you need to be.
Yeah, and if you learn to be quiet and listen, the universe will lead you there.
Right.
It will guide you there.
Right. Tony Jaa in this movie, he was guided by his intuition. And again, y'all, like, you know you better, so you do what's best for yourself.
Yes. Only you know you. Even Bruce said that. Know yourself.
And everything else follows.
Yep.
Because it's that time where we're going to say, stay creative, keep creating.
Stay independent. Have your own style.
Do your best as a human being to stay motivated and to keep on going.
Spread the positivity. Kill the negativity, y'all.
If you don't study martial arts, be great and do great things. So until next time, peace.
Peace.
Cut!